Okay, these are our notes. So take out this sheet. Our notes are over 13-5, probability of independent and dependent events. So, vocabulary: compound events consist of two or more simple events, can be independent or dependent. Independent event: if the probability that A occurs does not affect the probability of B, that B occurs. So, it's raining outside. I'm gonna eat a milkshake. Those two things don't have anything to do with each other. That the probability of it raining doesn't mean that I'm gonna be more likely to drink a milkshake. Dependent events: if the probability that A occurs in some way changes the probability that B occurs. So, it's raining outside, that means we're not gonna have soccer practice. That's a dependent event because it depends on if it rains. Example: the PE teacher puts 10 red and 8 blue marbles in a bag. If a student draws a marble, the student plays basketball. If a student draws a blue marble, the student practices long jump. Suppose Josh draws a marble and, not liking the outcome, he puts it back and draws a second time. What is the probability that on each draw his marble is blue? So first of all, would those be dependent on each other or independent of each other? They would be independent of each other because he put the marble back. So at first it was 18 marbles total, and it's only 8 blue ones. So both times his probability is 8 out of 18. Even though we could simplify that, we could divide by 2. So we'll have 4/9. But both times his probability would be 4/9. They wouldn't change. Okay, let's look at these examples here. If you could please press pause so you can try to do them without me first. Okay, the first one. A king is drawn from a deck of 52 cards. Then a coin is tossed and lands heads up. First of all, these have nothing to do with each other. So these would be independent. And then how many kings are in a deck of cards? There are 4 kings in a deck of cards, 52 deck of cards. And then with a coin, you're either going to have heads or tails. So it's going to be 1 out of 2 choices. So that will give me 4 out of 104. And then when you simplify that, that gives you 1 out of 26. And number 2, a spinner with 4 equally spaced sections, numbered 1 through 4, is spun and lands on 1. Then a die is tossed and rolls on 1. Those two events have nothing to do with each other, so independent. Okay, it's only 4 sections, and it's only 1, so it's 1 out of 4. And then the die has 6 different sides, and it's only 1, so it's 1 out of 6. So I would multiply them, so it'd be 1/24. Okay, you're gonna finish the last 2, and then you'll show it to me next time I see you. Flip to the back. Conditional probability is used to find the probability of dependent events. It can also be used when additional information is known about an event. Example: the Spanish Club is having I don't know why it says C in code. It's a Cinco de Mayo fiesta. The 10 students randomly draw cards numbered with consecutive integers 1 through 10. So consecutive just means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Students who draw odd numbers will bring main dishes. Students who draw even numbers will bring desserts. If Cynthia is bringing dessert, what is the probability she drew a 10? Okay, so first off, for her to bring a dessert, she had to have an even number. And from 1 to 10, you're going to have 5 even numbers. You have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it's 5 even numbers that she could have chose from out of 10 numbers completely. And then out of the 5, it was only one that would be a 10. So we'd multiply this across. So we'd have 5 over 50, which will reduce to 0.10. Let's look at the next one. A blue marble is selected from a bag of 3 marbles and 9 marbles, 3 red marbles and 9 blue marbles, and not replaced. What is the probability that the second marble selected will be blue? So at first there were 12 marbles total, but on the second time it would only be 11 marbles total. And it was 9 blue marbles at first, but she took out a blue one already. So now it is 8 blue marbles. So that's it on that one. 8 over 11. Number 2, a die is rolled. If the number is less than 5, what is the probability that the number is 2? So on the die, it is 6 numbers, and 4 of them are less than 5. And then there's only one number 2. No, one number 2 out of the 4. Sorry. So that would leave me with 4 over 24. Which I can simplify to 1 over 6. Well, actually, I wouldn't need to do that. Actually, since it's only one number, that's 2, and it's only 4 that are less than 5, it would just be 1 out of 4. You wouldn't have to do this. Okay, the last 2, you're also going to do by yourself and show it to me next time I see you. And you're going to finish the other sheet that will also be given to you by the sub. All right, thank you.